What's up, everybody? Today we are mounting the radiator core support. We got to fab up some brackets that weld to the frame to hold all this junk up. But because this is a frame swap, absolutely nothing is easy. So when I bought this truck, somebody had already started this swap, and I kind of picked it up and changed everything and had to fix a bunch of crap, and it would have been easier to start from scratch. But one thing that they did make for this deal is a custom radiator. As you can see here, it's got this little notch cut out of it that goes around the steering box. Everything is super tight fit inside here. As you can see, this mechanical fan is not going to work, so we're going to have to get rid of that and put an electric fan on this radiator. So that's got to come out, and right now I'm trying to figure out how to bolt this custom radiator to this stock core support mount, and of course none of the holes line up or anything like that. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to probably weld in some kind of like nut plates to these. God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess stick around and find out. So issue number one, besides all the other issues I've already named, this little guy right here sticks out so much that it's not allowing the radiator to seat flushly against the core support. I don't know if you can see the gap that it's creating up here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the core support right around this little custom bracket that somebody was smart enough to make, and I'm going to notch this out right there so that the actual mounting surface can mount flushly against the core support. Well, oh yeah, the old earmuffs. What? All right, now she ought to suck down pretty good right there. Okay, so now looking down where the mounting surface is for the radiator to the core support, kind of stumped. I really honestly have no idea what to do. Really never have, but especially in this moment, because the bolt holes hit right on the big drop off right there on the edge of this little bead rolled area. So I'm probably gonna have to like notch out and weld in a nut, which I don't currently have. Same thing, even worse on this side. You can see the holes are just in the world's worst spot. So probably gonna stop on that for a second, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and build the bracket to hold the core support up right here. So I gotta weld a little plate to come out right there, and another one to come out from the frame horn there to there. Okay, so here is the plan for building the custom core support brackets. All right, it's really tight in there, but I have to have the core support on and the front clip on to be able to know exactly what type of bracket to make to slide down in there. There's like literally, I can barely fit my hand in there, so even a tape measure was out of the question. So here is my uneducated idea of how to figure out what type of brackets I needed. So I just cut up an old pizza box and made a little template that touches the front of the frame horn and the back of the core support. It was exactly this size right here. This was the passenger side. Made a little mark here to show me that this is the front. And then this is going to be the template that attaches to the side of the frame. You can see the yellow line is the angle of the frame horn coming down. And everything behind the yellow line is going to be welded to the side of the frame. Here's the end of the frame. It's going to be welded flat like this. So it's gonna set like that. There'll be a hole drilled right here that the core support will mount to. We'll see if it works. All right, so here we are mocked up. It's gonna be front that goes up against the core support. This little section here is gonna weld to the frame. This is gonna hit the front of the frame horn there. So I'm just about to tack this in, then we'll get our magnets out of the way, get it welded up. I'll probably end up putting a little triangular piece right there just for a little extra bracing. So let's get to welding. Now all I gotta do is grind it down, clean it up a little bit so nobody sees how terrible of a welder I am. Unless you watch this video. So don't tell anybody. How's it coming?
Good. This smells disgusting.
All right, it's the next day. Had to pick up where we left off. We got our little brackets made, rat rod style, because that's how we do it. And now I got to just pull this front clip off. I got a little bracket made right down in here. I'm gonna pull the front clip off and get this frame ground down so that we can get everything welded to the frame, put the front clip back on, and bolt her down. That is everything tacked on. I'll just drill my hole right there. Same with over here. Got a little bracket there. Show quality rig right here. Just got it's tacked to the frame, so I'll go back through now that I know everything fits. I'll drill my hole right where that little blue dot is and bolt this bad boy up. All right, I swear this has been the longest drawn out video. You guys are probably, what is on my head? Wow. Okay. Anyway, that's a sign of what's been going on here around the garage. Seems like this project has been going and going and going. I had to take a break because I could not, I'll explain what's going on here in just a second. But I had to take a break because I had to get my air ride fixed. So I've been plumbing on this, trying to figure out why the air ride wasn't going up and down. And then I got the backs to work, but I couldn't get the front to work. And I ended up having to tear the whole front end apart, drop the A-arms, the control arm, pull the wheel off, and pull the bag out. And I realized that the air line was like wadded up and crimped on the driver's side. So cut that out, got it working, going up and down now. Now I'm just chasing some small air leaks. Probably gonna have to upgrade my fittings. I just got some plastic T-fittings for that 3/8 line. Anyway, so now that's led me back to the original project of mounting this front end. And you're probably wondering why it's all wompy jawed like that. Well, that's because I'm gonna have to notch out for the inner fenders. And I'm not really sure how to do it yet. No surprise, right? So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this really rough. And I'm gonna hold this somewhat in place, and I'm gonna measure kind of where the A-arms are coming out, and I'm just gonna have to notch around it. And I've created this rough diagram here. I don't know if you can see that, but it appears that it needs to be 13¼ inches at the bottom. It needs to be about 9-inch tall notch and come up to about a 3-inch gap at the top. I'm probably gonna have to change that, and it's probably not gonna be perfect, but I'm gonna spray it all black afterwards. So if we can get somewhat close and get it mounted up, it's probably gonna be good enough for this build. I really need to go wash my face because I've got a guy coming to look at buying that trailer full of parts right there, at least that bed for the 92 OBS. Probably don't need to have a black spot across my forehead. But anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna get this measured up, marked up, and I don't know, I'm just gonna start cutting because I'm so ready to be past this spot. and get driving this thing. So here we go. So I've marked roughly, very roughly the center of the A-arm setup, and pretty much my notch is gonna come right in here, make a little Christmas tree. I've got a center point marked, 13 1/4. Okay, what is half of 13 1/4? So half of 13 is 6 1/2. Half of 1/4 is an 1/8. 6 5/8. Okay. This is gonna be so sketchy. Okay. All right, so I made 2 little marks there. We're gonna go up 9 inches from the bottom. Actually, where do I go from? 9 inches at the center mark, roughly there. Okay, I'm gonna use this. This is a level from apparently 1883. It's like a little piece of wood with some levels in it. I'm not sure where I got this. Where's the bubble? Oh, look. Man, it is super finicky. Come on. Bubble. Okay, I'm gonna go get a level from this era. Okay. Better. Maybe. This is super jagged. Uh-oh. So that's gonna be our basic notch out right there. I don't know if that's gonna work, guys. This may totally ruin this. We'll see. I'm gonna give it a try though. Chances of this being right, 28%. But I don't care. Let's try it. All right, guys, moment of truth. Time to test fit this bad boy. If this doesn't fit, I'll be honest, you may never see this. Just kidding, I'll show you. I'll be truthful. Okay, so semi good news. I feel like we got pretty close on our area that we cut. And good news number 2, we didn't cut enough. That's way better than cutting way too much. So I think I just need to trim up a little bit higher and a little bit more over there. See, if you look at her from right there, she don't look bad. But then you got a slight gap right there. So looks like we need to fill that gap right there. Looks like we're gonna have to come way over here. Dang it. It's getting worse. All right. Okay, so we are mounted. I ended up just notching out way around there. I figured I needed a little bit more clearance for hitting bumps and stuff like that. I had to trim a little bit right there where it hits that little drip rail, but we're bolted in along the top anyway. I had to also notch out, I need to notch out a little bit more around this bolt. With this frame, that bolt was kind of protruding out and getting in our way. So I don't know if this is really supposed to be like that, but anyway, oh well, we're getting close. Again, I'm gonna spray all this black so all these little imperfections and stuff will go away. So I got the other side bolted on now as well. Now I just have to cut it. This side is gonna be so much easier because I can basically just take the measurements off of what I did on this side and mimic it over here. So the yellow line is what this cut is gonna look like on this side to notch around the A-arm. Also got to trim a little bit right there, and we should look exactly like that. The safety feature kind of killed my mojo on that. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, this thing better just slide right on perfectly like a glove. Let's see. I won't be needing this. Well, as you can see, I just get dirtier and dirtier as the video goes on. But I finally wrestled this dog and got the fenders in there. Everything's where it's supposed to be. Everything's bolted in. It's looking quite a bit better. I got me some new drill bits. My other ones were getting pretty dry, pretty dull. Yeah. Crap. This is the piece that we're going to tack into the radiator core support. Made two little holes there that are pretty much where I need to drill. So we're going to use these nuts and bolts to mount the radiator to the core support through this strap. So I'm going to find the right size drill bit and get to work on this. So here's what I've done. So this piece right here, I want to go ahead and bolt into the radiator. I was trying to figure out how to get these holes to line up that I just drilled here. These are old holes from the last guy. So I drilled these new holes right here, and I drilled this little piece of steel out. This is aluminum, so I can't weld on this. But I drilled this little piece of steel out. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt it in here, and then I'm gonna put this in the truck, and I'm gonna tack this steel to the core support. Okay, I'm stupid. You guys probably already caught that, but if I was to do it like I was just about to do it, I would not be able to take the radiator off without grinding welds. So after looking at the test fit, sorry, somebody's mowing my grass right now. I'm gonna go to the hardware store and I'm gonna get this same bolt, except about maybe make it 2 inches or so that I can drill through this ridge right here. Because that's about where the nut is needing to go, like right in there. So I'm just gonna get a longer one of these. I won't even need my strip of metal anymore. Just gonna bolt straight through the radiator and just get these longer. That way I can take it in and out. Come here, Bandit. Yeah. Ready to go? We just made it back from the hardware store. We got these bolts. I'm painting them black so they match the other. Bandit stole all the attention at the hardware store. He got held the whole time by the ladies at the front desk. Couldn't even get past the desk without having to stop and answer a bunch of questions about him. He's so spoiled. Go play. All right. So now I just got to drill some holes through the core support to bolt this bolt this radiator up, and we'll be ready to hook up some hoses. Girls are home from school, so I got a professional camera person right now. got the radiator kind of mounted up, bolted in. I'm gonna have to come back and put in the electric fan later, but I'm so ready to get this thing started. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it full of coolant, see if we can get this engine to start and run. Where's the coolant? Oh yeah. Okay. Am I supposed to shake this? I don't know. Harmful or fatal if swallowed. Okay. This is embarrassing. Come on, Betsy. All right, what am I missing? To open, press tab with thumb while on. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Ah. All right, ready? All right, bud. Hook the battery back up and see if we can get her to run. What? What? Okay, I'll be right there. Guys, the only thing left to do is fire the bad boy up.
We just found a little worm and look, it's got
Oh,
a
Livy
feather.
found a caterpillar. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is on your thumb. What's up, buddy? Cool, dude. You ready to see the truck start?
Oh yeah.
What you been?
Can I go to New York?
Well, that was awesome. That's been a long time coming. Thank you guys for just enduring all of that. If you are still watching this video, comment a crown because you are a king. Thank you for the watch time. Thank you for being here while I figure this out. Next upcoming videos are going to be installing the radiator fan so this thing will actually cool. I don't know. I got a bunch of crap to do. So you guys be sure to subscribe. Comment, let me know that you're here. It will inspire me to keep working on this thing. And yeah, you don't want to miss out because I'm learning as I go. Hopefully this is inspiring you guys to get your old trucks out and do some work as well. So until next time, catch you later.